Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I am Sheeta and this is Life with Sheeta. So today we are in the kitchen, yes again, and I am making dinner. So for dinner I will be making homemade meatballs with a homemade brown gravy. So right now I'm going to show you guys my homemade meatballs that I'm making, and then while these are cooking in the oven, I'm going to take you with me and show you the homemade brown gravy that I will be putting these in once they come out of the oven. So right here I have 1 pound of ground beef. So right now I'm going to start adding my other ingredients to make my meatballs. I do have an egg here, and I'm just going to beat it a little bit. Like so. And I'm going to pour it in here. Also have 1/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs, Italian style. You can use whatever breadcrumbs you would like. You can even make your own, but I'm using 1/4 cup of Italian style breadcrumbs. And pour that in there. And then now I'm just going to start adding my seasonings. You can season your ground beef whichever way you like, whatever seasons you prefer. I'm just going to use a little onion powder, some parsley flakes. As I'm making this, I do have my oven preheating at 375. Add a little Italian seasoning. And a little soul food seasoning. Some complete seasoning. Some black pepper. A little salt, because the soul food seasoning has salt in it, so I don't want to add too much. Also to this, I'm going to be adding a small onion and some pepper. Okay, so here I have my chopped onion and baby yellow pepper and baby red pepper. I chopped them in my chopper. So now I'm just going to dump it in my mixture. Like so. I'm going to put on my glove. You don't have to, I just am, because I don't want the ground beef to get in my nails. So I'm going to use gloves, and we're going to mix this all up together. And just get everything incorporated. So I do have a baking sheet here that I have already sprayed down with my butter flavor spray. So once you have everything mixed together and well incorporated, you're going to start forming balls. with this mixture and placing it on your baking sheet. So I'm gonna take about that much, and I'm just gonna form a ball with it, like so, and just place it on my baking sheet. And we're gonna do that till all of the mixture is in ball form. So once everything is mixed together pretty well, and then you form all of your balls, next thing you're going to do is put this in the oven. So I will be putting my meatballs in the oven. The temperature is 375, and I will be leaving them in there for about 20 minutes. But about 10 minutes in, I'm going to turn them over and then cook them for another 10 minutes. So here we go. Okay guys, so my timer went off the halfway point for my meatballs. I cooked them for 12 minutes. I flipped them over to the other side and I put them back in for another 12 minutes. So while those are cooking, I'm going to start making my homemade brown gravy. So here I have 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to put that in. Go ahead and melt it. All right, so now I'm going to take my all-purpose flour and I'm going to use about 6 tablespoons. So here's 1, 2, 4, 6. This is going to help get the thickness that you want with your gravy. So I'm going to start with my first cup of beef broth. I'm just going to mix it in. After each cup, you want to give it a nice little stir. You want to try to get those lumps out. All right, so I'm gonna add another cup. I'm going to add another cup of beef broth. As you can see right here, my meatballs are done. So after you add that final cup of beef broth, you want to go ahead and start seasoning. Throw some seasonings in there. You can use whatever you would like. Whatever seasonings you prefer. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Also gonna use some black pepper. A little bit of salt. All right, so we're gonna mix this. Alright, I don't see any lumps, so what we're going to do now is let this boil for a couple of minutes to help it thicken up. You do want your gravy to be thick. So yeah, we're just going to let this boil for a few minutes until it thickens up, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so my sauce has definitely thickened up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has definitely thickened up a lot. I said my sauce, my gravy. I just let it sit for a few minutes until it started to boil. and just kept stirring it. And now we are ready for the next step. It definitely has that gravy texture, so I am happy with it. So now I'm going to move on to the next step. And what I'm going to do now is take my meatballs that are right here, and I'm going to put them in the gravy sauce. I'm going to turn this down to like a simmer, because I want my meatballs to simmer in my gravy while I cook the remainder of the dinner. I'm just dropping them in there one at a time. Like so. I'm going to take my spoon and kind of just roll them in the gravy and make sure they're coated. So now that they're completely coated in the gravy, I have my stove on a number 2, which is like a low simmer temperature. I'm now going to cover this like so. I'm going to cover it and just let it sit and simmer. I'm going to constantly check on it, stir it and all that, make sure it's not sticking. But yeah, I will come back after I let this simmer for a while and after I've cooked my dinner and show you guys what the meatballs are looking like. Alright guys, so the rest of my dinner is completed. I'm about to take a look at my meatballs that I had simmering in my gravy, and they look delicious. Let me see if you guys can get a closer look. Yummy, yummy. Well, now it is dinner time. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.